Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. Going to show you what we are working on today. We're going to eat some of our long-term food that we have stored. Tonight, we are having pinto beans, cornbread, with a piece of ham in the pinto beans. Now, these are some that we have stored last year. I'm just going to open these up and check. See how everything is going. And I figured I'd sacrifice a Mylar bag so we could just do a dry run. Eat what you store what you eat. You don't have any problems. Periodically test everything. Make sure you like the stuff you do store. And it just goes a long way. So I'm going to spin you around here. I want to show you how I do it, because some people do this, some people don't. I get a Sharpie and I write on the Mylar bag what is in it, and then generic cooking instructions. You take 4 cups of pinto beans, 2 cups of beans, 6 cups of water. There are 4 cups in here to make what we normally eat. 2 cups of beans, 6 cups of water. Soak it, boil it for 2 minutes. Turn off, cover, and stand for 1 hour, and then simmer it. 6 cups of hot water, boil and simmer 1.5 to 2 hours. There were 2 different methods in there. That's why I got it like that. This is 2 preparations, because we would be taking 2 cups of beans, and this is a 4-cup pouch. So the only thing you would need is a measuring cup and the water to do it, which is no big deal. So we're going to go ahead and get these things opened up. Now, I haven't sorted through them. We're going to sort through them because sometimes you'll get a rock or a bad bean in there, and we're going to separate those, and we'll get started. More to come. Okay guys, now we're back. These are quart-size bags, Mylar bags that I bought off of Amazon. They were pretty good price. I want to say I bought 50 for $32, and that included some of the oxygen absorbers. I like these because it's got the little tabs, so you don't really have to have anything to cut them, which is not that big of a deal. And now we're just going to sort these beans out. And the nice thing about this is these are some of our beans, and like I said, they have been in storage. There is the oxygen absorber that we had in there because we tried to do it right. And I'm going to start going through them. Like, that's discolored. So, more to come. Okay guys, now we're back. And one thing, I actually had to call my wife to check and confirm, because I could not remember. The way she makes the beans is she buys the bag. Well, we don't buy the 1-pound bag anymore. And 1 pound is 16 ounces, and she does everything by the 1-pound bag. Well, we're dealing with 20 and 25-pound bags. So, you do need to know exactly kind of a dry weight. How much is 1 pound? So 1 pound is roughly, and I brought out my digital scale, 1 pound is roughly 2 cups. And I'll zoom us in, and you can see hang on. There we go. I tared the Pyrex measuring cup out, so that is actually 1 pound. Wasn't quite sure, and I think from now on in the future even though I know I'm going to write that and include it on here. 1 pound equals 2 cups, 16 ounces. I love this digital scale. We use it for when we're doing a lot of preservation, pressure canning, and making jellies and jams and stuff like that. Water bath canning. And it works out really good. So you can use the dry weight, wet weight, gram conversion, ounces. So there we go. More to come. So there we go. Now we have the beans simmering. Quit watching it. It won't boil. Stop it. Really, stop. More to come. Now the nice thing about this pouch, we can reuse it. We could pour these out into a mason jar now that we have it opened up, and that'll keep everything nice and kind of fresh. And then we can save this, mark through this, or wipe it off with alcohol, and that will remove the Sharpie, and then you can put something else in it and store it. So you can have multiple uses from these thicker Mylar bags. More to come, guys. And while we're doing this, need to fill the Berkey back up. We've had this thing for almost a year, and it is wonderful. My wife, she said, I thought you were out of your mind when you wanted to buy a $300. Actually, it was more than 300. It was close to 4. Water filtration system for the house. And then she said, but it is the absolute best water we've ever had. And we're actually looking at buying a second one and putting it aside. I know, yes, I know you can make these out of 5-gallon buckets. I ain't doing it, because I'm not going to have that sitting on my counter in my kitchen. But the filters and everything are the ones we use. We use the black ones and the white ones. So we have 4 filters in here, and it really works well. Kids like to drink it. The grandkids love to drink it. And I know that they are getting nothing in their water. Absolutely nothing but clean, filtered water. No chlorine, no arsenic. All the bad stuff is filtered out. More to come. And we're back, and look who is here. The Hooch. Say hey, Hooch. Oh, she needs a hug. The cornbread is fabulous. The beans are fabulous as well. And I am breaking my fast from my keto carnivore diet. I'm going to have some cornbread because I quit eating grain. That stuff looks good. Anyway, we're going to wrap everything up. Look at her, ain't she pretty? Hey you, look at. There she is, ain't she beautiful? That's why I keep her. More to come.
Give me away?
I wouldn't do that.
Well, that's why I keep her.
Fortunately, I'm still recording.
Can you, like, remove you and your camera today?
That is not nice. Anyway.
YouTube does not want to see me.
That's why I keep her. That is why. More to come. Okay guys, we're going to wrap it up for this video. In just a second you're going to see a picture of my ugly mug as well as my beautiful wife, who I keep on that side of the screen. On the opposite side are going to be some videos if we are indeed your brand of wacky. This is long-term food that we have stored and we're eating for dinner. So, eat what you store and store what you eat. Take care of you people.